G'day, legends. Right, I'm going to try and get through this fast. We've had a big week, and this is the second time I've recorded this video because the first time it didn't work, it didn't save. I've been upgraded, if you haven't noticed. Behind me, all the signs and everything are facing the right way. That is because I've been upgraded, and my mate's given me a little button to start the camera, which is probably why I failed last time. But we will push through. Right, so crypto this week. First, we'll start with the crypto bubbles, as we normally do. Bitcoin's down about 1% today. It's been fluctuating, and it is down. What is it for the week? Oh, lost it. It's up 1.4% for the week. Sorry, not down. There's a mixed bag this week, just in your crypto. We've got Pengu up nearly 50% for the week, up 6.6 today. Most things are down today, especially the lower your crypto goes in the top 100. So I'm specifically talking about the top 100 here. Yes. And Ethereum is down 0.2%. XRP's up 1.1%. Solana's down 0.9%. So most things are sitting pretty even until you get further down where a lot of the, say, Pith and Virtuals and stuff like that, Arrow, they're all down 5-7%. Yeah, that's about it. So it's pretty, Bitcoin's gone down slightly, so everything else has gone down a little bit more. And for the week, most things are up or down 5 to 10%. Crypto Bubbles is a good one for people, anyone new. Jump on. You click on your favorite crypto. You can put a yellow circle around them, so you make it easier for them to find it. Yep. Let's move on. Fear and Greed Index. How are we feeling? What's the sentiment of the market? Fear and Greed Index for crypto is at 64. So we're in greed. It's not a bad number. You would think when we've finished the month higher than we've ever finished before, it was the highest closing month, June was, that we've ever had in history for Bitcoin. You would think that everything would be slightly more greedy, but we are not. But that's okay. All that will come when the bull market actually gets, properly going. All right. I've got some notes written down. If you love to hear that I've got notes, make sure you chuck a like up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I do very basic videos that just to help people. Nothing I ever say is financial advice, of course. It's all just for fun and entertainment. You get to listen to my Aussie accent. You get to see the cool stuff in my man cave, my Bogan man cave. All right. So, Bitcoin achieved its highest monthly close ever in June 2025, ending the month approximately $107,088. So just over $107,000 USD. This marked a significant milestone, surpassing the previous record set in May 2025, where it closed around $104,600. So roughly $2,500 higher for the end of month close. Very bullish. The June rally was driven by factors such as easing geopolitical tensions, such as the tariff news getting a bit better, and the wars hopefully getting a little bit more sorted out in the last week or so. Before, a week ago from now, before this, we were down, 100,000. So to finish up at 108,000, it's not a bad result, crypto-wise. I won't go into politics or anything. That's not me. What else? We had increased institutional interest and continued activity from large holders, often referred to as whales. So the whales have become a bit more active. As a result, Bitcoin maintained its position above 100,000 threshold for the most of the month, reflecting a growth in investor confidence. Like I said, we're hardly even on the news. The Bitcoin's over 100,000, spent most of the month there. The other times we crossed 100,000, we were there for like 2, 3 days, stuff like that. You pop up, you pop down. It was exciting, and then it was gone. We've been up there, and it's as boring as anything. Uh, Looking ahead, analysts suggest that if Bitcoin surpasses the key resistance level of 114,000, it could potentially rally by 25%, reaching up to 143,000. So there you go. That's what analysts have said. My targets, short-term targets, it's like 117,000 is the number I'm looking for, because once we get over 115 and get to that 117, hopefully we can get up over 120. All that said, I've got a weird fact that I ripped from Eric Crown from his crypto cave. He's a technical analyst. He's very, very good. Gets most of his things right, and even when he gets it wrong, he gives you a percentage chance. He does it on percentages. And this one's an 100% fact, because over the last 7 years, if June has been up for Bitcoin and the finishing the month, July was down. If July is up, if June is down, July is up. So that's happened 7 years in a row. They've never been down and then up and up. But what we are asking for now, with the Bitcoin all-time high looking to be broken, we're essentially looking for an up and up. So it would be the first time, well, it'll be a 1 in 8 years, won't it? If that happens. So will this be broken for the first time in 8 years? Before that, back in the pre-years of pre-18, it did happen a fair few times. But, just an interesting little side fact. Robinhood expands crypto offerings. So Robinhood is one of the they offer more institutional stocks and all that type of thing. They're the first one that incorporated crypto onto their platform. Only a few crypto, I think it was 8 originally, or 7 or something like that. And then the SEC started going them over it, and then they took most of them off, if not all. I can't remember exactly. It was a fair while ago, a year or 2 years ago. But they are now up to increasing their crypto services starting June the 30th, so time passed. The European users will be able to trade over 200 US stocks and ETFs as tokenized equities, with plans to introduce perpetual futures for Bitcoin and Ethereum by the end of summer. In the US, Robinhood is launching crypto staking for Ethereum and Solana, despite previous SEC crackdowns on such services. This move aligns with the CEO Vlad Tenviv's, sorry dude if I've mucked up your name, vision to make Robinhood a global financial services provider. What does that mean? It means big players are getting more and more access to crypto. It's bullish. That's all it means. Bullish means good. Token unlocks to watch. The first week of July sees significant token unlocks from projects such as Sui, Athena, and Zeta Chain, all in the top 100, I believe, off the top of my head. Sui is really the only one you need to take notice of, because if you're new, probably safer to dabble in the top 20, maybe 30. I'm pretty sure Sui's still a top 20 coin. I own a big bag of Sui, so I need to look into this myself to check how big this unlock is. Unlocks generally mean the price will go down to a degree. The reason it goes down is because more tokens are coming into circulation. So that gets divided into the market cap. XRP's legal process. Ripple is advancing its technology by partnering with Wormhole to enable multi-chain interoperability for XRP Ledger and its upcoming EVM sidechain, which is significant for institutional DeFi and cross-chain asset transfers. That was a mouthful and a half. All it means is XRP is getting an upgrade, and it'll mean that it'll work better with other blockchains. That's basically what it means for anyone that's new. It's bullish. Basically, everything I'm bringing to you today is bullish news. That's why this is about a week's worth of news. We'll wrap it up in 10, 12 minutes, hopefully. Lots of ETFs are being applied for and starting to be approved. We've got, outside of your original Bitcoin ones we had, Ethereum ones have been applied for. There's a few applications. Some have been approved. Solana is the next one that looks like it's about to be approved. XRP ones have been applied for. It's bullish news. You're just going to hear me say that tonight. Tom Lee. For anyone that doesn't know Tom Lee, he's one of those guys that goes on the Fox News and the CNBC and stuff in America. He's a big investor. He's one of the ones that they get on very regularly, probably, I'm going to guess once or twice a week or something like that, from the amount of times I see his name. He's the type of person, when he talks, people listen. So this is something he's doing. The renowned strategist from Fundstrat is spearheading a significant initiative to position Ethereum, or ETH, as a central asset in Bitmine Immersion Technologies portfolio. So Bitmine, by its name, I assume, is a Bitcoin mining company. And what they're doing is the company plans to raise $250 million through a private placement to acquire Ethereum. Now, when they say private placement, it's not open to everyone to be part of it. They're raising the money through blue chip crypto and stock companies, I believe, that they trust. They're aiming to make it their primary treasury reserve asset. This move is part of the broader strategy to leverage Ethereum's role in expanding stablecoin ecosystem. Lee's appointment as the chairman, so he's now the chairman of Bitmine, underscores his commitment to the vision. He envisions Ethereum becoming a cornerstone of the financial system, akin to Bitcoin's role as stablecoins, many of which are built on the Ethereum blockchain. They gain widespread adoption. Notably, stablecoins currently account for 25 to 30% of Ethereum's total network fees, highlighting the growing utility of ETH in the real-world applications. So obviously, they're going to have Ethereum as their treasury reserve, a lot like a lot of companies are doing Bitcoin as their treasury reserve asset. They're doing it so because basically they're wanting to make money from like stable coins, because as it says right here, stablecoins currently account for 25 to 30% of Ethereum's total network fees. So they're going to be staking, I believe, the Ethereum. Just bullish for Ethereum. Basically, so if you're an Ethereum person, the second biggest crypto, this is very bullish. This strategic pivot reflects a broader trend within the crypto industry where companies are diversifying their holdings beyond Bitcoin to include Ethereum and other Layer 1 assets. Lee's initiative positions Bitmine to potentially become a leading institutional holder of ETH, capitalizing on the anticipated growth of stablecoin market and Ethereum's integral role within it. All right, so that's the end of my notes. All very bullish today. We say that as the market takes a dip, but things don't go up forever. They have a little rest and pull back, and then they take off again, hopefully. So the reason I do these videos, for if you're a new person, is to help new people. But it's my way of just something I can do to give back. I don't expect anyone to do anything. As far as I'll never probably have any groups that you have to sign up to or anything like that. I'll always do these videos for free. I do them when I can. I'm not a professional YouTuber or any of that type of thing. I'm just a person who's been doing crypto since 2018 or 2017, I think, the end of 2017. And I made lots of mistakes. And I just try and help people avoid mistakes. So if you're new, subscribe, chuck a like on the video. Look through my videos. There's over 300. There's even one that specifically says the mistakes I made, if that helps. All right, so have a great evening. Do something nice for someone else. Let's hope this video worked with all my new equipment. Crypto Bogan out. Because if it didn't, I'm not doing it again tonight. Ugh.